Welcome to QSR Nation, your weekly dose of food service marketing tips and business strategies for success. Here's your hosts, Josh Anderson, Beth Oots, and Anthony Pierce from the PFS Brands National Headquarters.
Hey everybody, welcome back to QSR Nation. As always, we have Josh,
Beth,
Tony,
and Kaylee
here from the QSR Nation National Headquarters, also the PFS Brands National Headquarters in Holtzone, Missouri, to talk about food service marketing and business strategies for success. Today, it's getting towards the end of the year or the beginning of the year, whenever a lot of holiday parties are occurring or might have already occurred. We want to talk about employee appreciation and honoring your employees and recognizing them for the hard work they've done. And this doesn't have to be once a year. This can be monthly, weekly, and so on. I know here at PFS Brands we do several of this throughout the year, so we'll kind of dive into that as we go along.
just showing appreciation for your employees is one of the biggest motivators that any person can ever have. And it doesn't have to be anything monetary. It can just be different praises or awards that go on. In our monthly huddles, we always have something called the Ownership Thinking Award. And it's just someone that's gone out of their way to make sure they are a good employee owner and that they've made decisions that are going to be helpful for the company, and it's also helped other employee owners. But just different types of things that, you can go and just show your appreciation for anyone. Even just, taking someone to lunch would be an awesome thing to do, and just tell them how much you appreciate them, what a great job that they have been doing. And that's also a good time that you can just talk to them about what they would like to see for your company or any kind of changes that they would like to have.
That goes a long, long way. And I know there's some trending videos out right now about employee appreciation in the workplace that are the exact opposite. In fact, one of them says, get your praise at home. You're here to do a job. And yes, that's true. You are here to do a job. There are certain tasks you need to execute, and you're compensated for that. But at the same time, if you want to, strengthen morale, build loyalty within your team, help, them to understand, what they can do and the potential that they can reach, which benefits you. Having that employee recognition is very important. I know one of the places I used to manage, we had a little card we handed out, and it was, caught you doing great. And, you handed those out to people, and at the end of the week, they could, turn in their cards, and they'd write their name on it and turn their cards in, and we draw them. We gave that person, a free lunch. And it was a great thing, great morale builder. And again, there's so many times that you catch people doing something maybe incorrect, and you're trying to coach and train it, but to recognize that opportunity that they really succeeded in and did well in, so for that continual piece like you mentioned, or an employee recognition award, monthly, quarterly, employee of the year, you could build along those lines and have a really great program installed to just again help build camaraderie and help folks feel appreciated.
Another thing is, Sean Bertram actually just sent it out a couple weeks ago about the effects of a handwritten note, because we're so used to a digital society that we're just expecting an email, and you can say thank you, you can work with someone over email constantly, especially in the corporate world, but just getting that handwritten note that says thank you and I appreciate everything that you've done really goes a long way. I know I've done that a couple different times the last couple of weeks, just trying to put that back into perspective, and it's really paid off, and just kind of gives that extra connection and just kind of builds that bond a little bit better with the people that you do work with on a daily basis.
For sure. I will note that I have not got one of those notes yet, but that's
fine.
And
I was going to text it to you, but she said no.
And with this employee appreciation, you don't have to reinvent the wheel here. It can just be simple as employee of the month. Just keep it simple.
Yeah, exactly. Keep it simple. You don't have to go overboard with it. Someone about a year ago, I think it was, hand wrote a note and stuck it on, my desk when I came in that morning, and it said, I appreciate all you do. I took it, stuck it up on, the cabinet part of my desk, and it's still there. And those things are important, because the reminder that, hey, what you do is valuable, and that will help people who on a day that maybe they're not having a great day, and they're like, oh, I don't want to be here. I would rather be at home doing this, or taking care of another problem. Maybe they're a little distracted. Just to be constantly reminded that they are valuable and they're important, to you there, to be there. That helps with, attendance, and it helps with them just feeling like, they belong. And that's really important.
Yeah, it definitely generates that more employee buy-in for the whole company.
Exactly. Wow.
Whoa.
That was a double jinx.
Yeah. Do you guys have anything else to add about employee appreciation? Any more tips, track, or strategies for this?
Well, if you ever have any ideas or if you have questions about how you can utilize your marketing development funds on the Champs Chicken perspective, just shoot.
Maybe don't shoot, but maybe email.
Yeah, you can email.
Please feel free to shoot us an email at mdf@pfsbrands.com, and we can certainly help you out with that.
Great. Yeah, just keep spreading those warm vibes in the at your company. And until next time, for Josh, Beth, Tony, and Kaylee sitting in, we'll talk to you next week.
Stop by next week for another QSR Nation episode or visit pfsbrands.com.